Good afternoon, everybody. Good day to all, and welcome to this another session of our training. In today's session, we're going to talk about something very, very important, which is cultivating the business mindset. We're going to talk about cultivating the business mindset. We must understand something very, very important as far as this topic is concerned. We have two things to deal with in our today's session. The first three things, I beg your pardon. The first is cultivating. The second is business, and the third is mindset. Now, we must understand that what makes people different is their mindset. So we're going to focus a lot here because we want people to understand what business is all about. And that until you cultivate a business mindset, you are not into business. Be you an entrepreneur, whoever, or doing your petty trade, you must cultivate a business mindset to be somebody in business and to be a successful person in business. That's what makes the difference between people. To start, we'll take the first one, which is to cultivate. To cultivate here, I'm going to take the first thing is to create. To cultivate something means you have to create. It wasn't in existence. The truth is that nobody is born a business person. Wherever you are born a human being created by God. You may have all the gifts, all the talents, or whatever we can name them, but you were not born a business person. To become a business person, you start by creating a business mindset in you. So to cultivate here, we talk about to create, to become. For you to become a businessman, you must have that mindset. And that mindset is not given to you from birth. You make it up. You don't get it by going to school. That's why you realize that there are people who did not even go to school and they are succeeding in business. So you must bring it on in you, and you get that by creating. The second thing you must take into consideration is that you must develop. In fact, creating a mindset will make you to acquire the mindset. Once you already create it in you. Remember, even the psalmist says, create in me a pure heart, which means we are not born with things with our mindset. The mindset is the work of our creation. You make it up, then God gives what it takes for your mindset. You have to develop it. That's what we talk about cultivating the business mindset. Once you've created it in you, you have to develop it. You have to nurture it, etc. Now let's take this through. The first question is, how do you create a business mindset? The first thing you do in creating a business mindset is the desire. Do you want to be a business person? That's where it starts. Because there is nothing you do without internal motivation that will make you succeed. Do you really want to be a business person? Do you want to acquire this business mindset? So that's the first thing that you must do. To do that, you start with your internal motivation, the passion to do business. The second thing you must do, we are still talking about cultivating, is learning. Forget it. Nobody can be a business guru, an entrepreneur, without learning. You must learn the act of doing business. Go for learning. Another thing you must do to cultivate is to go to people who can make you understand what business is all about. And that's where we talk about mentorship. Don't go into business without mentorship. I usually tell people that the business model that succeeded in Africa till and even up to today is the one that we commonly find in Nigeria, the Igbo people, in Cameroon, among the Bamileke people. Before you see any Bamileke man that is doing business in Cameroon, know that he had a mentor. He started like a boy. Same thing with an Igbo man. They all started like boy before they grew up. In the course of that maybe 4 or 5 years of staying as a boy, they learn a lot of things. Even their mindset is developed, because sometimes they are faced with situations where they are forced to do things. In doing that, they develop their mindset. Don't just stay on your own and think that you can cultivate a business mindset. So to cultivate a business mindset, there are things you must do. And if you don't do those things, you will never cultivate a business mindset. Now we'll go to the second aspect of our discourse, which I earlier said we have 3 we're going to talk about, we're going to focus much about. The second is business. Now, we'll talk about cultivating a business mindset. The first thing you must understand in business is that you and business are 2 different things. The first thing you understand in business is that you are not your business. There is business here and you. So to do business, you move from you to business. So there are things you must change in your lifestyle. And very essential, the mindset. It starts from the mind. That is what makes a man. Your mind is you. That's why I see there are some people 100 years, they are thinking, their mindset makes you to ask them, they can't do things. But you see young people, 40 years, 35 years, doing great things. It is their mindset. God chose David to be the second king of Israel. But in Israel, there were many people older than him, intelligent. What made David particular was his mindset. Now, when you understand what a business is all about, you will know that for you to succeed in business, you must move from your person to the business person. The question now is, if you don't understand that, you remain the same person, the same you, doing your business, thinking that you're doing business, of which you're not doing business. You're just mixing things up. So you must understand that there is a difference between business and you. And if you get this understanding clearly, you will understand what it means by to develop and to cultivate the business mindset. What makes you whoever you are is your mindset. Don't get into business without cultivating a business mindset. You need to grow your mindset, and until you do that, you never understand what business is all about. There are a lot of people who feel that business is all about getting the money to venture in. And I tell people it is wrong. It is all about having the mindset. We don't need money to make money. If you need money to make money, you are not in business. You need to cultivate the business mindset to make money. Now, to conclude this session, the question everybody should be asking himself is, what is a business mindset? What are those things that I must do on my own to have this business mindset? In our next session, we're going to talk about the first thing in developing a business mindset, in cultivating a business mindset, which is going to be cut off. There is no how you can develop a mindset until you're cut off from. There are two things you have to cut off. I can even say three. The first is you. The second is your lifestyle. And the third, your friends. I will explain this more in our next edition. You may ask me, but this one you can understand. But you, cutting off from your friends, can sound funny. Yes, if you want to do business, you have to cut off from these three, because they are necessary for your cultivation of a business mindset. Thank you guys for being here today. I hope to see you again in our next session. God bless you all.